our team, GW Killer. GW Killer is our project name, and Global Warming Killer is our team name. Um, this is our software architecture. You can see that it heavily relies on Windows 7 terminal application, which would be implemented at the plant premises. Obviously, industrial plant. It is industrial plant. Okay. Then the working is pretty simple. The sensor network draws the data of temperature and gas concentration from sensor network. From sensor network, the data is transmitted to Windows 7 terminal application, which is placed on industrial premises. From this, data is transmitted to to a SQL database, and after that, this SQL database could be accessed over over a web application. Um, this web application resides in the terminal of non-governmental organizations or the organization which are interested in mitigating global warming. You can see our sensor networks. Sensor networks typically consists of gas sensors, CO2 sensors, nitrogen oxide sensors. Then we have a Windows 7 terminal application at plant premises. We will be also implementing an SQL. We will be also implementing a SQL database. Further, a Windows Azure would be used as our cloud. A web enriched application with Silverlight uh, would be incorporated for viewing the data of real-time acquisition through the Windows 7 application. This setup is being performed. We will use a simulator for our hardware. Since we cannot, since it will be far easy to demonstrate this application with a simulator, we have created our own simulator, which is having a very special protocol. This you can see. Uh, Now we will run our simulator. This is you can see its code. It is also very specific code, and there is some kind of very specific algorithm, or you can say a very specific protocol is being followed with this device. And we have connected this simulator with our application software by means of null modem emulator. And when we will demonstrate the actual application, we will also use our hardware, which will be consisting of a gas sensor and a temperature sensor, and a network of such sensors will be laid down. Now let's simulate this all sensor network by just clicking this debug button. Now, as we have started the simulator, you can see that we can control the temperature and gas concentration of every respective sensor. Now, we have just saved. Now you can see that location of sensor like this. This is our main application software. Now we are here mentioning what is the place of the sensor location, so we can when it will be displayed in database or a log file or a real-time monitoring application, we can see the location and what parameters are being changed in real time. So let's first enter the location of the sensor. Let this be plant side 1. Let the second location be sensor set. No, let it be cool supply unit. Cool supply unit. This is another be generator. These names would be very specific about locations of plant. We are just here giving it arbitrary so that so as to demonstrate the software properly. Look, a second location we can give as boiler. let this be on on let this be let this be hydraulic. Now let the second location, sixth sensor be of mm, the second coal supply unit. Then it be backup power generator. And the last one be something like that. And the last one be unknown plant, unknown location. Secret area. So now we can manipulate the critical temperature. Let this be 47, 46. Let this be 45, and rest remain the same. Now we will demonstrate the application. All are having gas concentration, critical gas concentration as 5%. Now saving this profile on COM 6, that means our hardware will be on COM 6. This the a saved dialog box appears which asks for where to save the setup file, and we are saving this setup in a form of XML file. Let's save it. Since there was an existing file, it is asking for replace. We will replace it. Now you can see that this is the real-time checking software, real-time checking form. Now when we will manipulate the values of respective sensors, like we have manipulated this temperature, this the temperature value will be sampled and will be represented at the respective sensor along with with its location, current temperature and gas concentration. Let's manipulate the gas concentration. Look, as soon as the gas concentration rises more than the critical value, which was 5%, this shows a red alert. And even even actuators of alerts could be used to alert the industry officials about the rise in unacceptable rise in gas concentration or temperature. You can see that the sampling is being done every second, or even you can manipulate this sampling in the code. Let's now you can see clearly that what are the temperatures. Look at the sensor 8 specifically. It is having a 78 degrees Celsius. Since this is very much greater than what you say uh, than a critical value, it is shown in a red uh, highlight. And the other sites like sensor 1, sensor 2 and sensor 3 are also having their gas concentration raised beyond the concentration critical limits. So even it is also having it under red highlight. So this software alerts the industry officials. Then after we can log this, this logging start. You can see the logging is started. The logging is done every second, and this logging could be saved in a SQL database or even a simple text file. Now we can stop logging and we'll see only a simple text file which have been logged. This is the text file which is being logged. You can see a lots of data is there, and this data could be used for research purposes by industry by industrial analysts and non-governmental organization which are very much aware of this global warming issue, and they want to commit something to the industry, and they want to mitigate the effect of global warming. They can perform research in this area using this data. Also, not only this, our application will also provide some simulation tactics like graph simulation, and these features are not have been yet implemented, but we will surely gonna add them in future, and this could be and this could be also enriched with silverlight graph applications. So further, this log file and the database could be also accessed over the Windows Azure cloud, and which would be accessed by a web-based application, and this application could be monitored by any governmental organization, or it could be used as a it could be used for imposement of billing for on industries by uh, authorities for checking global warming. So